Jennifer, you're here today at the launch of the Vision for Belfast, launched by Marching. What's the importance of it for you?
Well, I think it's very, very important because Marching and the other speakers obviously outlined his priorities for the year ahead, and the priorities are tackling poverty, tackling unemployment, building a shared future, but also about the arts and culture and making those open to everybody in the city of Belfast. So I think it's very, very important that we're all here today. There's people from all different sectors here, and I think we all have a part to play, and I would hope that we also up in Stormont would also factor in some of our responsibilities for those key areas as well and help build that better shared Belfast that Martin's vision actually talked about today.
Well, given the difficulties of the past year, do you see this as a positive building block then for the future?
I think it's a very positive building block. I mean, as I said, you listen to the speeches today, I think everybody was reaching out. I think Martin in particular was reaching out to all the citizens of Belfast, which he has done and which the previous mayors have done, and I would like to think that his term would be about outreach. It would also be about challenging those very serious issues of poverty and unemployment in the city also. I mean, one of our key priorities in the Office of First and Deputy First Minister is tackling poverty, particularly child poverty. But I mean, as an Executive Minister, we do have a focus on investment, bringing investment into the whole of the North and bringing investment into areas, in particular areas of disadvantage and need. So, I mean, that would be something that we would be very much pivotal to as well.
I think it's a good vision. I think, though, to have real outcomes about it, we must also broaden the vision out a little bit and put more detail into it. For example, one of the things we should never do is attempt to follow, certainly GB slavishly in the Tories about leaving Europe. We need to stay into Europe. Europe has funded this city and kept it going. We need to eliminate poverty. We need to create more jobs. And having said that, I will repeat what I said. There is no particular level of idleness. It shouldn't be accepted. It shouldn't be tolerated. We need full employment. We need to look after our young people as they come out of school and give them youth guarantees, whether jobbed or apprenticeships. We need public procurement by the City Council to be utilised under the social clauses, which will allow for the tenders to include jobs for apprentices and indeed jobs and the hiring of long-term unemployed built into the contracts. So those are the issues which we really need to concentrate on. I think Martin is going to be an excellent Lord Mayor. I think his leadership in the council, and he has wonderful skills, and I think that's going to be a very, very positive of having Belfast certainly as a shared society. And we must have peace as the fundamental cornerstone of building any economy.
Well, I think it was very important that we had 5 civic leaders here today, and they were lending their support not only to the initiatives within the Vision for Belfast, but more importantly to the ambition, to the confidence we're trying to instill in Belfast, to our belief that diversity is always the answer, that respect is always the answer when we come across problems in the city of Belfast, and that together we can not only embed the peace process and make it stronger, but we can actually share the peace dividend and make sure it goes right into the heart of the working class communities who suffered the most during the dark years in Belfast, and who now must benefit the most from the era of peace.
And of course, when you talk about working class areas, you talk about working class areas across the city.
Well, absolutely, and it's been a great thrill for me in the 8 weeks I've been here, that I've been in Sandy Row, I've been in East Belfast last week at the heart of the empire. I've been welcomed with open arms in those areas. I've been given a very generous reception right across the city, but particularly for me, it's that reception in unionist working class areas means a lot, and I think they understand my message. If it's about jobs, it's about peace, it's about respect, I think people right across the city are happy to sign up for that.